I grew up here in Toledo, Ohio, and I've lived with my mom, my dad, my sister my whole life in the same house. And growing up with them was really simple. I didn't really follow God then. My family didn't really either. My life before Jesus was not very good, or not very full, I would say. I really had the idea that you can't be broken and follow God. So I didn't really try to get to know God ever, and try to fill myself up with partying or just distractions. And then I went from high school to college. Well, in high school I went from one bad relationship, and then I got out of that, and in college I met someone, and that relationship ended up being really physically and emotionally abusive, and it took me 3 years to leave. But I would say that I was just really lost and sad and broken, and I didn't know what else to do. I was just empty and really misplaced. I know how it feels to physically and emotionally feel you have no worth, and how believable it is when you're kind of telling yourself that, or when someone you love is telling you that. But it is so false, and I can't say that more. 5 months ago, I went to church on Easter, and I just went because I thought I should on Easter. I was still in this really toxic relationship that I didn't feel I could leave or knew how to leave. And I just went, and they talked about life change, and that it's okay to be broken, and that our lives are messy and stuff, and that we don't have to live that way, and we can give that to God, and that right now we can make a commitment, a silent commitment to ourselves if we want to just do that. And I decided to do that. It was then that I decided I don't want to live like this, and I don't want to be this broken and empty, and stay in this awful relationship. And so I decided to then start following Jesus, and I finally left the relationship after 3 years. I found just that it's okay to be broken and sad, and I can say all of that and be loved even more for it, which I never really thought about before, or thought I could do. And when I did leave this relationship, I didn't really have anyone, or know what to do. And my friend Tori was just such a help and a light to me. And she's the one that suggested Soma City to me. And it was really cool because we got coffee one day, and we were just talking about the Bible, and I was I understand God's love and all this stuff. I was I just don't know where to get this confidence in myself, or where to find my worth and all this stuff. And I just decided randomly, she's been telling me for a while, to go to Soma City. And the next day I went, and it was on Mother's Day, and it was all about women and their worth. And I just found it so cool. And then there was Sammy was talking about guys, is it okay if we give this to the girls? And everyone's yeah. And I was in shock, and I was wow, this is actually awesome. I used to think that I wasn't worthy, that I couldn't be loved fully, that I didn't belong, and that this just wasn't for me, church and stuff. I just didn't really think about it. I didn't think it was for me. And now that I've come to know Jesus, I realize that I am worthy, and completely loved, and completely capable of being loved, and definitely completely deserving of that, even when you feel you aren't. God loves us, and He loves you, and He wants to chase down your heart and get to know you. And I'm just really excited to meet more people and to experience Jesus with other people and to share his love and receive his love, and to talk about that with people.